you ever heard of a woman being called creepy before?
Actually, that's an interesting question because
It is,
I don't. No.
No, I don't think I have. Having sex with her 15-year-old student and sending nude pictures and texting "I love you" to the boy. Literally on stage by this woman.
I feel violated right now.
I did grab his butt. I'm single, but I think that's cougar.
I want the little young boys.
This photo, it is currently going extremely viral. Him and his daddy can run a train on me. Call me R. Kelly, honey. Ooh, his ass can get it. Little air gon' get fucked.
This right here is a prime example of why a lot of issues cannot be resolved between men and women.
Let me tell you something, what I would do to you with your blue eyes.
Suck on the bottom lip.
Imagine if a father,
his son's friends comes round and does this in the garden.
imagine if a father put that on social media. The hate he would get for saying about his daughter having hot friends. But it's okay for women to do it.
See ya, brah. I know your parents who sexualize their own children. All in attempt for a viral video.
Women do whatever they want because the courts allow them. The courts are run by mainly women, and they do all the paperwork. The same is true for CPS, child support, and welfare. It's primarily women who work in these offices. Women got in the workforce, and men started getting the administrative side.
Everything she's doing, nobody wants to take accountability for it. It's okay because she's a woman.
38-year-old Tracy Vanderholt. Victim is a 16-year-old boy.
Let's see them catch Jessica Lawson.
Substitute teacher is accused of raping one of her 11-year-old students.
A teacher in Connecticut.
With the minor.
This is lasting damage.
In the past, women were not arrested. It may very well be that this has been going on for a much longer period of time.
Prosecutors say she assaulted as many as 21 children.
Women do the same thing, if not worse.
It's sad that it took men this long to wake up. Our society is messed up because our women don't know their role. They know a man's role, but don't know their own.
And then you come away from the day and then you never hear from that person again, even if you've messaged them right to make them aware that you like them.
Any other girls out there who have basically been single for a super long time, just think, I want someone else to be there for me and say, I've got this, and you don't have to think about having to do everything by yourself.
This is what happens when you effectively shamed and criticized an entire society of men for shaming and criticizing the erroneously abhorrent behavior of women, and effectively change the definition of shaming, aka constructive criticism, and call it victim blaming.
The reason that I don't trust men and the reason that I think they all suck and you might as well get a hot rich one because they're all going to suck and ghost you and cheat on you and love bomb you.
I usually send a text something along the lines of like, surprised I didn't hear from you. I take this to mean you're not interested, all the best. I've sent that, however, and not heard from him and now been ghosted and then he didn't respond to that text. Like, the fire's been started. Once the fire has started, you're now for the plot. You're now a bit. I can throw it up in flames. I can set the whole thing on fire. I can burn the house.
We live in an age of peak narcissism. When the attention and validation stop as females age, a whole lot of post-90s people will crash. We even see signs of the desperation with females as young as 25 getting Botox due to fears of aging.
Unemployed, live with your parents, figuring your life out basically.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van, outside my mom's house.
Feeling a bit lost and behind and I'm like, what the am I doing? So I thought I would give you a bit more information as to where I'm at with my journey.
Currently building a tiny home. This is my tiny home I'm building, and it's literally next door to my mom's house. Mom, you happy that I'm moving next door?
Yeah.
Older women will never take accountability for their actions, but their beta simp children Those are the weakest individuals living in this country right now. It's not even sad. And that is also the mother's fault. That behavior would exist if there was a father in the house. Don't you agree?
How old are you?
43.
Have you ever been married before?
Yes, I was married.
How long?
10 years.
When did you get divorced?
8 years ago.
So how do you approach dating now?
The dating games have changed completely.
That's right. All we have for you is bubblegum, and we are fresh out of bubblegum.
Please don't waste the prime years of your life pursuing women and wasting your time, energy, and resources. If you're in your early 20s or your early 30s, you need to do everything you possibly can to build yourself up, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, and socially.
The age gap, though, depends on the age of the man. So we can document this. So in my studies, what we found is that men preferred women who were about 3 to 4 years younger than they were on average. And I'll qualify this in a second. Women preferred guys who were about 3.5 to 4.5 years older than they were. So there was a sex difference going in the opposite direction.
Science says the women in your age bracket are not appropriate for you. Human nature says that too. Society says that as well. Just look around. You'll never truly blend in with them. If you're 30 and you're looking at girls between the ages of 30 and 35, you're using the wrong approach.
Trauma. We want someone with less trauma, so let's go for someone as young as possible. A healthy, emotionally stable 22-year-old is not usually physically attracted to a 45-year-old or even a 40-year-old. A 22-year-old tends to see a 35-year-old as an old man, yeah? But when she starts to blur the line with older men and sexuality, it suggests that there is some childhood trauma potentially regarding her father. Because the reality is, if you had a stable father figure in your home, you wouldn't be able to sexualize a man that looks around the same age as your father. Men who have good relationships with their children as well can't sexualize that kind of woman because they've got children that age, and they know how stupid their children are, and they know how naive their daughters are, and they know how much they would hate it if somebody their age was dating their daughter. So they have a healthy perception of reality. So if that 22-year-old is even
So when I say that a guy in his early 30s shouldn't be seeking to date or attract a woman of the same age because the guy has just started to become financially stable, he has just reached his prime. He is just starting to build his empire, and any wrong move in the dating department can cost him his future.
Older men who are dating younger women are looking for an escape.
From a young age, we are told women like older men too. So what does that say about the younger women? How is it our fault if they like us and we like them back?
Why are older women who did not want to marry while young, fertile, and attractive, who can't respect men, who prioritize spending money on crap they don't need, who prioritize their education and their careers, always so completely shocked and surprised when they eventually end up old, childless, alone, in debt, with a PhD and a job they don't particularly want to do anymore?
Obviously, he dates young, hot women. And typically, once they turn age 25, he cuts them off.
When you're dating a 20-year-old and you're in your 40s, they don't have anything to base this back. They have no experience. The experience teacher of life.
Older men date significantly younger women because women their own age don't want them.
I am 54. I don't really want to date a 27-year-old or a 31-year-old.
Just endless male privilege.
And here we are, 48 hours past the date, and I have not heard a word, even though I have reached out.
Younger woman, please stop dating these old-ass dudes.
Can't hide it. There are tears of frustration this week.
She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life.
Any guy who goes after a girl significantly younger than them is severely lacking.
Yep, that's right. Wherever there is a happy 40-year-old man just enjoying his life.
It's so common to hear women say, "I've got a great career, my own home, and make good money." That doesn't ever benefit a man in the slightest. Your career keeps you busy, your home is yours, not ours, nor ever will be, and your money will never benefit us in any way, shape, or form.
This is why older women are so mad.
Why?
Because they were told that men should value their education, their income, and all this other stuff, and it ain't what men value. It's not what men want.
The fact of the matter is that most older women are set in their ways and typically are pains in the backside. No one wants to deal with that except other women who think and act the same way. They believe their value is greater than what it really is. Older women of today have become super creepy because their version of reality does not align with the reality we live in. Stay safe and keep your distance from these women. Adios. Thanks for watching Latest Juice. Please show us your love by subscribing to this channel and liking, sharing, and commenting on this video to help us make sure the juice is worth the squeeze.